It's Unhinged with Brian Fuller. Tonight's guest, venture capitalist and all-around nice guy, Jim Hogan. The top 5 John Cooley midnight snacks. And the infamous industry teardown. And now the man who claims to have taught Miley Cyrus all her moves, Brian Fuller.
Hey, welcome to what the San Jose Mercury News will one day call the most satisfying intellectual romp in the history of web TV. I'm Brian Fuller, longtime Valley watcher, silicon junkie, frustrated beet farmer. Every 2 weeks, we're going to bring you a bracing cocktail of electronics industry news and insights with some laughs as a twist. We've got great guests, a staff that's reasonably sober, and a fantastic roving reporter we'll follow via his prison issue ankle bracelet. So let's get started. All right, here's what's shaking in the next couple of minutes. Samsung makes the earth shake. Scaling the memory wall. Industry roundup. Top 5 list. Cooley's fridge. What? Jim Hogan tells all. And our patented teardown. So let's rock. There's a lot of hand-wringing that there's not much silicon left in the Silicon Valley. This summer, Samsung called BS on that. The Korean consumer electronics behemoth broke ground on a 1 million square foot building that will house about 2,000 employees in sales and R&D. It'll be at the corner of North First and Tasman Drive in San Jose. Our roving correspondent, Sean O'Kane, was there for the Shovel Fest with Samsung SVP Bob Brennan. Sean, Bob, talk to us, guys.
We're here at the groundbreaking ceremony at the new Samsung facility at First and Tasman in San Jose. My guest is Bob Brennan, the Senior Vice President, Samsung R&D. Thank you for joining me today.
When we architected and dreamed up this building, we went for a LEED certification. It's 10 stories, it's over 1 million square feet, and we're trying to be energy efficient and green in our research and development aligned to the green aspects of our product.
Fantastic.
Memories like the corners of my mind. Get serious. The big chatter in Silicon Nation these days is the memory wall and how we're going to scale it. We had a full day of potential answers this summer at the annual MemCon conference in Santa Clara. Tireless and well-coiffed, but not wearing his trademark jodhpurs, Sean O'Kane was there again with yours truly and EDA legend Richard Gehring.
We're here at MemCon 2013. I'm here with the Gold Dust twins. It's Brian Fuller and Richard Gehring, the editorial staff extraordinaire with Cadence.
Cadence today, in fact, announced memory models for 5 new memory standards, including wide I/O and hybrid memory cube. And that's just another small step in the direction of bringing these standards out to a broader marketplace.
That was bracing. Now, quickly, around the horn. Facebook is just about to roll out its first products using Intel's Atom-based SoC. The storage controller will use Intel's upcoming Avoton chip. Facebook is in a race with rivals like Google to cut costs in their huge data centers and make them easier to manage. And lastly, EE Times reports that Intel bought Fujitsu Semiconductor Wireless Products, Inc., which developed an advanced multi-mode LTE RF transceiver. The big news here? EE Times is still in business. All right, and now to our top 5 list. The top 5 John Cooley midnight snacks. Industry gadfly John Cooley has been covering EDA since emulation was in diapers. He's known for his annual DAC Cheesy Must-See list, his deep chip site, great gossip scoops, and holding industry executives' feet to the fire. So what's a legendary guy like Cooley look for when all that creativity is roiling through his cranium late at night and he can't sleep? Herewith, for the first time publicly, the top 5 John Cooley midnight snacks. Number 5, German chocolate hummus cake. Good. Number 4, paint chips ahoy. Only my family and friends are going to get the inside joke there. Number 3, Jenny Craig Heimlich cheese puffs. And good for you. Number 2, Ben & Jerry's Bus Depot fudge. Ooh. And the number 1 John Cooley midnight snack, Vapor Rub. Next up is one of my favorite interviews, an industry legend whose reputation precedes him. He's become so adept at starting companies and investing and making bank on them that an industry executive once said, "Why do I keep writing checks to this guy?" I speak, of course, of the legendary Jim Hogan. Jim, welcome to the show.
Hey, Brian.
How are you, buddy? Thanks for coming. Appreciate it.
My pleasure.
You've been a long-time video guinea pig, and you're doing it here again today.
You know, I'm a technology junkie, man.
All right, so we're going to have a tradition. We're going to be giving away parting gifts to our guests, but since you're the first, we're going to give you a welcome gift, and it's in keeping with your attire,
nice.
which is traditional, and everybody knows it, and this is a traditional Jim Hogan greeting. Oh, it's nice.
That's the best greeting I've ever had for an interview.
And you're not blushing, so you...
No. It was just wonderful. Thank you.
All right, let's dive into it. You've been around the block.
Yes,
you know
I have.
technology. What's the biggest technology challenge we have today?
I think the biggest technology challenge, not just facing, our community, but the community that is the world, is energy. And so the sourcing of energy, the use of energy, we need to really think about that. Think of the outcome of what energy did to the last century. Big wars, things that are still going on, political situations that are unsolvable. So if we can figure out ways to make energy cheaper, easier, and cleaner, it will ensure the world is a better place for the people that follow us. And when you get to be my age, you want to look forward into time and say, what can I do for the people that follow me? What's my legacy? So if I can be involved in something like that, some area where energy is positively impacted, that's where I want to play.
Okay, I have 903 questions to ask you, some of which are going to riff off that.
Okay, great.
So can you stick around?
Absolutely.
Okay, thanks, because first we're going to go into our teardown series where we're going to bring you a series of technology teardowns, technology old, technology new. We're going to rip it apart, blow it apart, just destroy it, and show you what's inside. Let's take a look.
Hey, Brian. Sean O'Kane here for the weekly Teardown series. This week we have a Sony Trinitron. This was state-of-the-art technology back in the day. Let's find out what's inside. Circuit boards. Back to you, Brian.
Amazing. It's not a flat panel, but it is now. By the way, that was our family's first color TV. Now, if you want to see the extended interview with Jim Hogan, you can go right here. Check it out online. It's a great interview. He never fails to deliver. So anyway, that's it for our program. Thanks for checking in. Follow us on Twitter, follow us on YouTube, follow us on Facebook, follow us everywhere, because your life will be boring without it. Thanks for stopping by.